All right, second hour here on a Thursday. Chris Brown, Steve Tasher, and joined in studio by the Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas, making his weekly visit. And he's dried off. He's in.
Thurman Thomas.
And I guess we should begin.
Yes, please.
With
please.
James Cook's performance at Carolina.
Man,
200.
I was hoping that since after the game was over, I'm like, this has to start the show Thursday.
Yeah, 216 rushing yards. And I think he averaged like 9.9 a carry.
Yeah.
How stunned were you that Carolina, which came into the game with the 8th-ranked run defense, could not come up with an answer for the toss play for about 3.5 quarters?
That was stunning. But I'm glad the Bills kept doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, they didn't let up.
I mean, because we were talking about it, how, their run defense is supposed to be pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm. Josh going to get a blister from pitching the ball.
Right. So, no, it was, man, I absolutely loved it. And I got to a point and I was saying, man, I think even before he had 100 yards, I was like, this could be a 200-yard day on like 18 or 19 carries, not like 30-something carries. And
it was 19 carries for 216.
216.
When did you come out of the game on Monday Night Football when you had 214? You came out like third quarter.
Third quarter, maybe, in the third quarter.
Everybody's like, why didn't you stay in it? And we were like, we got to play him again. And
yeah,
take him off.
Exactly.
So same with this.
That was the Jets. That was a road game against the Jets.
Monday night game.
Yeah,
that
Marv wasn't really, I don't know. I mean, no, Eli was like, no, you're not going back in. He's like, no, we got a long way to go.
Like,
you're going back in. Kenny can take this, so.
Give Kenny some run.
Yeah.
Much different animal this week,
Yeah.
Thurm. I don't know if you've noticed this, but over the last 3 weeks, the Chiefs' run defense has come to play because they faced the Commanders, as you know, on Monday Night Football. Commanders had the number 2 rushing offense in football right behind the Bills. Chiefs held them to 60 yards rushing. The week before, they held the Raiders to 25 yards rushing. Raiders aren't a lot to write home about, so take it with a grain of salt. Mm-hmm. And then the week prior, they held the Detroit Lions to 98 yards rushing. Holding that crew under 100 is a pretty good feather in your cap, I think.
That right there is the most impressive one right there.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the Commanders, I mean, they didn't have Jalen Daniels.
Right.
So that kind of, that number probably would be low. Stack the box and not see if Marcus Mariota can beat you, right?
Yep.
But the Detroit one, that was impressive. And it made Detroit actually stop running the football. They were passing the football more than they were running.
Yeah, that was a Sunday night game, if I remember right.
And so that's more impressive, especially, in the last couple of weeks, we've seen what Detroit's running game has been about. So, but, it seems like the Chiefs it seems like everything turned around when they showed that play over and over again of Chris Jones not really hustling to tackle Trevor Lawrence on the goal line. Ever since that play, they have turned it up a notch. And I'm not talking like defense only. I'm talking like offense too.
And they got Rashee Rice back from suspension the next week. And I was telling Steve that Week 6 game against Detroit was the first time the Chiefs have had Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, and Xavier Worthy all on the field at the same time, either healthy or available from suspension. So when they have all of those guys to roll out there with Kelsey, it's a problem because most secondaries don't go 4 deep to cover all the bases there.
And you can see
with quality people.
Yeah, with quality. Yeah, and you can see it too. It's actually starting to have a resurgence of Travis Kelsey. Having all three. Because
everybody's worried about the other 3 guys.
They're worried about the other 3 guys. And if you looked at the game last week, which I was like, man, like he was blocking. As soon as Mahomes started scrambling, I mean, he was at the line of scrimmage, just took off and ran, and there he was catch the ball at 5,
and everybody else
run for everybody's down the field because you have Hollywood, you have Worthy, you have Juju, even Juju downfield, catching balls downfield. So it one of those delay routes, something that the Bills have to watch out for. Yeah, but it is definitely opened up there. But their running game still has not been there, and I think they are searching for that. And
it doesn't look like Pacheco's
not going to play this week.
So MCL.
But they're still a problem. I mean, they come out and throw it. If they have 60 offensive plays, they could throw it 57 of them still.
Still be in a game.
Still beat a game. This 35 plus, you know. I mean, this offense looks as good for the Chiefs as we've ever seen it look. And that's saying, that's saying
That's saying a
something.
lot,
That's
too.
saying a lot. And
With
it
Tyreek
really does
Hill
look
back
like,
in the
yeah, with
days,
Tyreek
yeah.
back in the day, when they went out on Monday night way back in 2018 and scored 50 and lost 50-52 against
To
the Rams, the year
yeah.
the Rams won it.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And that's what this offense looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Like I said, it's starting to gel at the right time. I mean, they're in a place in this whole entire schedule this year. I mean, they lose this game, they're 4-4. 4-4, and you pretty much you won't even be in the 7th or the 8th spot. You might be in the 9th and
They'll be
10th.
5-4. It's the 9th game. They'll
Is
be
it?
5-4.
5
yeah.
and
They're
4?
5-3 right
They're
now.
5-3
Are
now.
they 5-3? I must have been looking at something old. But anyway, they still can't lose. I mean,
You don't want a fourth loss. They're third place in the division.
yeah. So
They're barely
tell
they're
you
just
what,
ahead of the
though,
Raiders.
if they want to be the team that we've known over the years, I mean, they have to come in here and really beat us. I mean, if you want to take them like serious to maybe climb up the board and maybe end up winning division or whatever, this will be the game to do it. But on the other side, it's vital for us too, and I think it's vital for us mentally.
Yeah.
Because
It carries a little extra weight than
it
one
does
loss.
carry a little extra weight. Because if we always beat them in the regular season, let's always beat them in the regular season. Then that's the way we have to play. We just have to conquer that monster when it gets to the playoffs. But we need to come out here. I think we need to come out here and dominate from start to finish. That's. I don't want a one-score game.
Well,
I don't want a one-score game.
lot of them have been that.
You're right. A lot of them have been
Tell
that
them the
over the
stat.
year. Can we get a blowout like we did last week against Carolina, against a team like the Chiefs? Now that would be that would get you like, okay,
You ain't getting that this
can-
week.
Oh,
Tell
we've
them,
got
tell
this.
them the
So
stat,
we've got this
Brownie.
book of stats, right? Me and Steve have to distill this stuff down every week. And in 9 previous regular season meetings between the Bills and the Chiefs,
with Mahomes and Allen.
yeah.
the cumulative point total for the Chiefs is 243,
43.
and for the Bills it's 242.
242.
Yeah.
1 point in 9
Out of all
combined
those
games.
games.
That's with a 9-point win by the Bills, an 8-point win by the Bills, and then you got the other games by the wins by the Chiefs. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's nip and tuck. So your dominant runaway victory, I think, is a pipe dream, Thurm. I hate to
Sure?
tell you.
Oh,
I mean, I'd love to see it.
I would love to
I'm
see
breaking
it.
out in hives. I'm
Really?
scratching all over.
Yeah, I think
I
it could happen, man. We need
Well,
to
let me-
jump on them fast, though.
Let me ask
we
you
don't
about-
need to have any slow starts.
Yeah, let me ask you about this because I think we saw a dramatic improvement, and granted, it was against the backup quarterback last week, with Buffalo's pass rush. Michael Hoecht looked like a real
Yes.
force multiplier up there.
Exactly, yeah.
I thought he gave the defensive front a lot of juice, a lot of production. I was just saying on the air, we had Deion Walker in here yesterday, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Mike's a hype man.
Yeah.
Like he gets everybody juiced." I think this defense needed that.
Yeah.
They needed the hype as much as they needed the results. But I mean, you put Hoyt, Rousseau, and Bosa on the field. How you matching up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think.
And will Kansas City's left tackle be playing Simmons? Or is
So
it-
Simmons is still away from the team for a personal matter. The guy that they've been starting there, well, it's been a couple of guys actually, but Jalen Moore has been over there most of the time. Wanye Morris has filled in once in a while. Those are both like 3rd and 5th year guys
Yeah.
that have been there and done that. And it's been okay
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay. Not great, but okay.
Yeah, if he's bringing the hype like that,
But it's a road atmosphere for them, right, with these
Yeah.
tackles. So
yeah.
We've said, I've made this point too, that when you're playing this offense with this offensive line, it's not so much about holding Mahomes to 105 yards passing or to them to 32 yards rushing. Or at some point, you got to make a play against them because they're going to be offense is going to move. They're just too good to expect them to all of a sudden take a day off, no matter how good your defense is.
yeah.
But I think the key to beating them is the way the Bills have beaten them in the past. You get Mahomes on the ground in a place where they can't take a sack, or you get a tipped interception in a place where they need the possession to stay close. And it gives you a chance to go up by 2 scores. Or you get, or a run by Josh on a 4th and 2 for a 26-yard touchdown, that kind of stuff. You got to make a play against them at a point in a critical point in the game,
Yeah.
which there's always going to be those
Yeah.
in a close game. So I think that's the way you kind of have to beat this team. Brownie's up. He says, turnovers are the
I
key.
think you need 2 takeaways to beat them.
He says you got to get 2 turnovers. And yeah, okay.
Okay.
But you got to be plus 2.
Because that's 2 less possessions for them,
Yeah.
and you're helping your offense, giving them more chances to go score.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of where you're at with whether their offensive tackles are playing or not. At some point, you got to get a play on them.
Man, and I think we need to make that play early. Make it don't maybe wait till the
Don't let
beginning
them
of the
front
fourth quarter.
Don't let them
Yeah,
front run.
you need to make that play first.
Yeah.
Instead
Be a
of
tone setter, yeah.
yeah, be a tone setter. And
That happened last year. They sacked Mahomes early, and then he threw the interception as well.
Yeah, to wrap.
Yeah. So I'm loving his hype stuff. I mean, he said he's getting the guys going. That's what we need.
Yeah.
If we can channel that energy from here on out, it'll be great. Because I
have some
think he's a
juice.
motor guy, and I was.
he's a high motor
He's a
guy,
high
yeah.
motor guy, and I was thinking too, when they the Bills signed him, I remember the Rams being like, oh my God, I didn't want to lose that guy.
Yeah.
He was with the Rams, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't want to lose him because he was that hype guy, and I'm glad we got it.
Yeah.
I know he had to wait
Right.
6 games or whatever, but if he can continue to bring that type of energy, that's when you okay, let's turn it up a notch from here on out.
And,
from here on out.
Kansas City's offense only has 1 game of tape on this guy. Bobby Babbage and Sean McDermott can draw up a whole bunch of stuff that they haven't even seen yet in terms of pass rush plan with that guy moving all around.
Yeah, he was mostly inside in the Carolina game, right?
Well, he came off the edge too.
2 times,
But
yeah.
he was inside
But
and
he was
outside.
inside, pointing and
Yeah. But you could stand him up off the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, you could stand him up on the edge in a 2-point. You could put him right next to Rousseau and just overload one side if you want. So I just think there's a multitude of things you can do with him.
Yeah.
Which is why they wanted to sign him so badly, because they thought he could be a movable chess piece for them.
So
Yeah,
our
exactly.
question today, Thurm, is what's the headline going to be on Monday?
Monday.
It used to be a thing called newspapers, and they'd have a headline.
Yeah, what would be the what could be, newspaper.
What's the headline, you think?
The headline Monday morning is probably going to be
Bills win means nothing. Here we are. We've seen this before.
no. You know what? I'm thinking. I don't know, man. That's a good question. What? Cook eats again? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Ooh, Cook eats again.
Cook eats
Okay.
again. I last week was impressive because they knew what they were going to do. They were going to run the football, and Carolina could not stop it.
I don't
if
know
they
if-
can. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that against the Chiefs. But I tell you what, their blocking is really good up front.
Well, yes, because 141 of Cook's 216 yards came before contact.
Before contact. So
141 and 216.
yeah.
It's more than half.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm excited about the game, but I don't want to get too overly excited about it.
Why? Why?
What time you getting here Sunday? 6 a.m.?
Well, I mean, it's Kansas City, man.
Yeah.
It's Kansas City until we dominate them.
Yeah.
It's always going to be in the
I
back
got
of your mind,
vanquish the demon.
So-
exactly, you have to.
So it's Kansas City. So Jim Nantz, Tony Romo are coming in town to do the game with Tracy Wolfson, and so I know the producer, the executive producer of the NFL on CBS for the number 1 crew is Jim Rickoff, who I've worked with a ton during my time at CBS, and their Ryan Galvin is the producer for our preseason game. They're all coming in. I've already gotten calls from them about because they're coming in town. They got their own favorite. Nance and they go to their own place for dinner.
Yep.
They got all this stuff going on. They look forward to these games.
Well, it's because
When they see them all.
become an annual pilgrimage for the network people because they're coming for this game every year.
Yeah.
Jim Nance brought his son to the game last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's a thing.
it is a thing, and considering this is the last year Kansas City might even be playing in Highmark Stadium, the old Highmark
well,
Stadium.
yeah, that's right.
Unless something happens in the playoffs or whatever.
Right,
but,
right.
Everything is moving
That's it.
over. So yeah, it's a big game. That's why I said 425.
Oh yeah, it'll be a gazillion people. There are 30 million people watching this game.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's
This
a
this
big
game might
window
break
game.
records.
That is a
yeah.
real number. There'll be 30 million
Yeah.
people watching
Oh,
Bills
yeah.
Chiefs
Actually, more
this
than that.
weekend. Because it's the 425 window, and it's the biggest window of the week.
Yeah, it's going to like 90%
Chiefs are playing
of
well.
the
Bills
country.
are playing well. I'm sure. I've been seeing the highlights all week of the
yeah.
matchup. I mean, it's
Well,
everywhere. You can't even.
these are the games that the networks protect. Like
yeah.
this game is not getting flexed anywhere.
Right.
Like,
Anywhere, no.
Yes.
CBS gets a handful of games they can protect every
Yeah.
year, and this
And
is at
yeah.
the top of the list. This thing is not
The
moving
his-
out of our 4 o'clock window.
Yeah, the history lesson for people who don't understand or don't care about this stuff or don't know, it used to be that one network like CBS would have all the AFC games or the NFC games. Back in the day, it was the NFC.
NFC.
CBS was always NFC,
Yeah.
and NBC was always all the AFC games.
Yep.
And it was never different. If an AFC team went to an NFC city, NBC would have the game.
Yeah.
If the NFC came to an AFC city, the CBS would have it.
Yeah.
So it's been like that it was like that forever.
Ever.
And then streaming Monday night, Thursday night,
Prime.
now those networks
Yeah.
get games.
Yeah.
And it's
All
up,
of them.
and now they fight over them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't tell you guys about this, but we have Chef Zachary Skinner from Delaware North coming in, and he is here to debut, gentlemen, 2 menu items at
Let's
this week's
go.
game that are a tribute to one Steve Tasker and Thurman Thomas.
Oh, nice.
Sitting in front of Steve is the sandwich called the Gunner.
Gunner. Oh, I
The
like
sandwich.
that.
The sandwich is. Hold on. Let me read this.
All right, go ahead.
The sandwich is built for bold playmakers. Greek marinated chicken breast, diced tomato, onion, banana peppers, and feta cheese come together on a hoagie roll for a flavor combo as dynamic as Tasker's game. Available at the 716 stands near sections 114 and 136 Sunday afternoon.
Gunner.
And in front of Mr. Thomas is the Thurminator. A double burger worthy of Hall of Fame running back Thurman Thomas. This beast features crispy bacon, barbecue sauce, jalapeno relish, and onion rings stacked on a Martin's potato roll. It's a nod to the 1991 NFL MVP who helped power the Bills to 4 straight Super Bowl appearances. This one's going to be served at the Lenovo Wings stand, section 104. So,
Wow.
that is the Thurminator, and that is the Gunner.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
This is
Thank
awesome.
How about
man.
that?
Delaware
And
North.
I'll say
Yeah,
Look at that. You guys got a
awesome.
sandwich named after you.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
it smells awesome. I'm
Yeah.
not going to eat it on the air.
No, me
But-
neither.
Yeah, that's a handful over there
That
for
is
both
a
of you.
handful
Yeah,
over
that's-
there. That's
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
that's nice. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Surprise.
So the
Like-
Delaware North
Yeah.
taking care of
Thank
those.
you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank
We
you.
had, to
That's
keep,
awesome.
we had to keep that under wraps.
This dip they've
That's
got
feta,
on-
yeah.
I know,
think
yeah.
I think it's feta dip. Is
Yeah,
it?
it's very good.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Greek. Awesome.
And banana
Nice.
peppers, and who says no
Oh,
to
yeah,
banana
yeah,
peppers?
yeah.
Jalapeno relish. I mean, come on, we're pulling out all the stops here for you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
That's,
you.
that's nice.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Alice Jacobs. Ah.
So if the game gets a little hairy and you need to emotionally eat,
Yeah.
you just go to the
Yeah,
stand
I'm
and get your
telling you.
sandwich.
This is it right
It's
here.
gonna do, you know it's going to happen, man.
So you're chewing that instead of your fingernails.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Because I think it's going to be nip and tuck. It's going to be.
Man, just get, you
Thurm, I'd love to have a relaxing afternoon. I would with them up by 30. But
I want to be 30-0 us.
yeah, well,
2 minutes
I think
left.
we all want that, but we all live in this world,
It's not gonna happen.
fantasy land with
Yeah.
rainbows and pixie sticks.
That's right.
So
Defense gonna turn it up. I feel it. Defense gonna turn it up. I think so.
yeah,
I think so. We need a statement game.
Well, and that's the biggest difference from the regular season to the postseason, because in the last 4 games, when the Bills have won the regular season matchup, the defense has only given up an average of about 20 to 21 points per game. In the playoffs, the defense has given up an average of 34
30-some
points a game.
Yeah.
An average of 30
It's a
points.
2-touchdown
It's tough.
difference.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it's too much
And
for
I'll
even
say,
the offense to
you know
overcome.
this though, except for the 2023, January 23, I think it was all those games are in Kansas City, and the regular
Right.
seasons when have been here for the last couple.
Yeah, the
3.
one here was 27-24
Right.
is how that one finished.
Right. So, but
Well, that's another reason why this game's important, because you could be talking
this is the first time
seeding in the AFC.
This is the
Right.
first time I'm starting to feel like up to my neck.
Oh, now you're getting a little
stressed.
verklempt.
Yeah.
Now you're getting a little verklempt now.
I was doing
Not.
okay up until
I'm
today.
excited about it. I think the defense
gonna
is
be a
going to
fun
play
game.
well. It's gonna be,
Thurman's
it's
got
gonna
some
be a fun
quiet
game.
confidence over there. I don't know what to make of it.
I really do. I really do. I just from the fact the way that the defense played last week, I'm still excited about those guys, and
Yeah.
obviously I think we can control the football game better
Yeah.
than they can control it.
They
That would be an X factor that's different from previous meetings, Steve. Like a defense that can kind of control the tempo and pace of the game by the Chiefs, because the Chiefs, when they put the offense on the field, they usually do whatever the hell they want. It'd be nice
Yeah.
to see someone stymie that.
And that was kind of like I think the first or the second year with Vaughn, where
That's the
Right,
first
Vaughn's
year.
first season in
First season
2023.
in Kansas City
in
is when he
Kansas.
got that pressure right late, and
Right.
it turned into the interception from Taron.
Taron Johnson, you're
and
right.
I mean, it's amazing how we can all remember these
plays
like,
like that,
9
right.
games. But yeah, that's this matchup. It always feels different,
Yeah.
for some reason, and
Yeah.
and this one is feeling unique for all its own reasons. Where the Bills are, the point in the season, the stumbling start the Chiefs got out to. Last year, they'd walk in here 9-0 in Week 11.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was. It felt, I can't remember exactly, but it feels like this one's even more of a challenge than that
It
one
is,
was.
yeah, it
because
does.
they're coming in here
Desperate.
desperate. And
Desperate.
like last year, they weren't playing so good, and people
They
like
were
this was
9-0,
barely
right?
this is
winning
the
games.
worst 9-0 team in
Right.
the history of the National Football League. Oh yeah, really? It's a short list.
Yeah.
But it feels, and I guess we're always like that. This one feels worse than any of the others because it's here and now. But
I'll throw another stat at you before we go to break here. So last year, we know that the Chiefs were winning games by the skin of their teeth last year. They were 11-0 in one-score games last year. This year, they are 0-3 in one-score games.
oh, let's go.
So maybe you don't want to blow out there.
No, they're
Man, I
they're
want-
due.
I want a straight kicking. That's what I want. No.
Yeah.
All right,
with
Thurman.
you.
Well, thanks for stopping in, as you do every
stuff,
Thursday.
Thurman.
We appreciate it. And like I said, if you need to do some emotional eating, you can go eat the Terminator on Sunday afternoon.